We are back at it again, man. The Detroit Lions and the Week 14 playoff clinching scenarios. We needed a bunch of things to happen for the Detroit Lions to make it into the playoffs last week. But this week, it does not appear that it is going to require as much as you may have thought before. The Detroit Lions are definitely going to make it into the playoffs. You have a 99% chance to make it into the playoffs. They would have to have a catastrophic collapse and have a lot of help on the back end to be forced out of the playoffs. That, I assure you, will not happen. Not the way that this team has been playing for the greater part of 2.5 years, right? So the Detroit Lions are going to do what they need to do, but just for conversation's sake, let's take a look at the playoff clinching scenarios for the Detroit Lions. The first thing, the only thing that they need to do is win. If they win against the Green Bay Packers on Thursday the 5th, they punch their ticket and will be the very first team, seeing as how they play the beginning of Week 14. They are the first game, the very first NFC team to punch their ticket to the playoffs. There's several other things as well. I can't remember, did I read this last time? You know what? Let's run through it. They need a Detroit Lions win. They do that, we're done. Atlanta lost or tie. I'm not going to say tie. Seattle, Arizona tie. I got to say it in that situation. Atlanta lost, so we'll go through that. Atlanta lost. The first 5 scenarios after the Detroit one is all requiring the Atlanta Falcons. You know what? Just pause that and look at that, man. Look at that. But let's skip down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they beat us. Currently, they sit at 6-6. Right now, the worst the Lions could be would be 11-6. And the best the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could be was 11-6. So if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost and the Seattle-Arizona game tie, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost or Arizona lost, the Rams lost or tie. Tampa Bay lost, Rams loss or tie, Philly win, which is no. We don't want that. These are definitely scenarios that we don't want. And the Tampa Bay loss or tie and a Philadelphia win. So easy work. Win and get in a sense of punching a playoff spot. We will be the first team to do so. Now, that's not going to be as easy as we would hope because we already saw the injury designations. 2 key people, Josh Pascal and DJ Reader, are out, with Levi being out as well. Still know at the making of this video at 5:30, there's been no roster moves to correspond with anybody being elevated off the practice squad to help fill that void. But we did sign some defensive linemen from other practice squads, and they have to be on the 53-man roster. So I'm assuming, don't forget, if we don't get that information very soon, then those guys, there will be no elevations, which means that our current roster is what they will have. We have not heard anything about Jamal Adams being elevated either as we go to this game. So the easiest way is for the Detroit Lions to win the game, and they will be not only in the playoffs, but the first team to do so. It gets a little sticky with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like I said, because they beat us in week 2, so they would hold the tiebreaker if there was a same record. But right now, all they need to do is lose one, or we need to win one. So even if they lose the first case, the other 9 scenarios are without a Detroit Lions win. So you know what? Let's go back to that. And let's just take a look at it real quick. All of these other scenarios are if the Detroit Lions were to lose Thursday night against the Green Bay Packers. This is what they would need, these combinations of things to happen. So it looks like the easiest thing. Wow. So number 2, if Detroit lost and Atlanta lost, this still wouldn't get us in without a tie. And ties are like ridiculously rare. So we would have to get, I think if the Detroit Lions lose, let me see. The Atlanta Falcons are playing the Minnesota Vikings. So we would need the Vikings to win that game, and which we don't want. So the best case scenario, just win. Just win. Okay. This one here. If the Detroit Lions lose tomorrow, number 8, Tampa Bay loss or tie, Arizona loss, which would be they play the Seattle Seahawks, and a LA Rams loss or tie would put us in the playoffs. This is the most logical scenario that I think would happen if the Detroit Lions were to lose. We still could probably be the first team to punch our ticket in the playoffs, but I could see Tampa Bay. I forgot who they play, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers losing, the Arizona Cardinals losing, because I think these two things, I'm rooting for the Arizona, I'm rooting for that's the Minnesota game. So this is number 8 would be, to me, the most likely scenario out if the Detroit Lions lose. But I don't think they do. I know we got hit on that defensive line, but I still don't think the Lions lose, man. I think it's just too much at stake. Yes, we are hit. We are hurting on defense, but the offense is going to have to carry the team. So let me know, do you think, I know that we all want to just win. The best case scenario would be for us to win, for the Minnesota Vikings to lose, for the Philadelphia Eagles to lose. And not only does that put us up on Green Bay even more, that puts us up on Minnesota even more, it helps us with the Philadelphia Eagles. So what we're rooting for this weekend, very simple. We need a Minnesota loss, we need to beat the Green Bay Packers, and we need a Carolina Panthers win over the Philadelphia Eagles. That would be a perfect Sunday, Thursday and Sunday, a perfect week 14 for the Detroit Lions. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I already know, man, the most important thing to all of us is getting that first seed, but having the playoffs, clinching the playoffs will be fantastic, because we're just looking at, like, it kind of annoys me how things are looking here, how the NFC is so stacked, right? It's insane that the AFC, you got the Bills that have clinched their division already. The Chiefs are currently in the first seed, even though they haven't clinched their division yet. And look at the NFC, just just nothing, crickets over there. And we're a good conference. I guess we're too good. We're so good that, that we can't even secure after 11 wins. We're not even in the playoffs technically after 11 wins. Let's see if a double-digit win team is going to miss the playoffs. Very possible. Very possible. Wow. Yeah, we are stacked. I mean, look at the drop-off here. It's about a 2-game difference in divisions. You know what I'm saying? In conferences. So, Lions, get it done tomorrow. Get this title, man. Get this win and take a leap. We'll be essentially the Green Bay Packers at that point will be, let's see. Lions will be 12-1. Let's cut back over here. Lions will be 12-1. The Green Bay Packers, if the Minnesota Vikings lose, they'll be 11-3. Lions will have a nice little lead on them. The Packers will be 11-4. I'm sorry, 9-4 with 5 games left, which means that the Lions could still lose out on the division, even with the win tomorrow. So the division, man, you know what? This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I think that's going to be a video. I think I'm going to make that into a video. But anyway, let me know, man. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You can be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. And listen, you guys know I will not be here tomorrow for the live stream. I will be at the game. We're probably going to do a pregame tailgate earlier in the afternoon. I would assume game is at 8:15. Doors probably open at 5:30-ish. Probably do maybe at about 2, we'll do the pregame tailgate. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.